Welcome everyone back to the UK Journeyman. In today's episode, we were expecting to come back for Crystal Palace Man City. However, there is potentially something series defining that's just happened. We've just been placed under a transfer embargo because of the rumours regarding a possible takeover. Why would we be under an embargo if it's just rumours? There is potentially a TYCOON takeover, I think. The club are currently involved in board takeover talks, and this is the media summary. Spanish investor Francisco Sanz says he would make £56 million available for new players if his takeover plans for Mansfield Town are successful. He's looking to buy out the club's owners for around £449 million. The board have placed an embargo upon transfers as a result, and it will remain in place until the outcome it's going to happen. So this looks like it could be a TYCOON takeover. Now, a few things have been happening off the pitch with the board and stuff. So our expansion of the stadium's nearly done, but they have already agreed new facilities and lots of youth facilities. I don't know how that's going to work, but one of it's for youth level. The other thing is, I actually asked them for more money anyway, and they did give me it. I asked for a transfer and a wage increase, and they did actually provide more funds. We've actually spent a bit of that. We have signed a couple of players. I'm getting so far ahead of myself. But yeah, this is huge. This is absolutely huge. We've signed some players before the end of the window, but we've actually signed some players for January preemptively. So we'll talk about all the exits and stuff. So I don't think... Where was the last one? I think you probably saw Pedrosa, and that was probably it. So on the outs, Sean Cole, the youngsters went out on loan to Dundee. He's only played 2 games so far. They seem to loan a lot of our players. We've signed 2 people on loan. Mason Carter joins us on a season-long loan from Tottenham. We just wanted another centre-back with Shunbing being injured. He doesn't look that good, but it's a season loan. He'll probably play. He can play on the left as well, so he's good cover, but he's just going to be cover. He might get recalled. And then Yusuke Sano is a Japanese winger who actually looks quite good. Bournemouth, for some reason, not using him, have loaned him out. He's formerly of Hiroshima, then went to PSG for 2.7 mil, went on loan to Bournemouth last season, and he's done. I mean, he doesn't score goals, but his average rating was pretty good for Bournemouth. But for some reason, they're just not using him, probably because he doesn't score. He's got 1 assist in 2 games, but yeah, he actually is a good Premier League player, so definitely a good choice for us. There is a future fee if we want it, but we probably won't take him up on it. And we're only paying about half of his wages, so like 32 grand. So pretty good. So another option on the wing. But we've actually signed a couple more players as well. If we take the active off, we've got 2 players who are going to be joining us in January. The first one is Roberto Salguero. He's an Argentinian centre-back. Looks really good. 6'4", already 3.5 stars of current ability. 21-year-old with potential. He's at Rosario Central, so he's going to join us. We paid his release clause, which I think was an upfront figure of 9.75 to 9.75, all up front, no installments. And another one is Adrian Suarez, as a 22-year-old winger from Ecuador playing for a team called Emelec. He's joining us for his release clause as well, all upright. And as you can see, he is very, very good, absolutely banging them in, and he looks unbelievable. He would be our new right winger. He's 4.5 stars of current ability. He's a good Premier League player now. We are having to pay them a fair whack on wages. I think he's joining... I can't remember how much it was. It wasn't too much, but we're paying him about 80 grand a week. But we've got the money. The board have made money available, and potentially there could be even more money. So yeah, I really don't know what's going to happen. We've got obviously a fair bit of debt. We've got a little bit of debt, but that'll probably be cleared if we get a new owner. And things on the pitch have actually been going really well as well. So after we lost the opening 2 games, we lost to Sunderland in the Cup. They knocked us out. We did rotate a little bit for that, though. We then finally picked up our first point with a draw against Everton away from home at the Hill Dickinson. So not bad at all. Nicolosi getting his first goal for the club. Our first goal in the Prem as well. We then beat Forest 4-0. I don't know. Everything just seemed to click in that game. Kalpa got his first 2 goals of the season. Silvera got his first goal. Nicolosi with another, and then this was the best of the bunch, a 3-2 home win against Spurs. We were 2-0 down in the 73rd minute. Our goalkeepers got injured, so Phillipson's had to come in, but then Rodriguez got one, Van der Kar scored from a corner, and then a rebound from a corner in the 89th minute to win it from Rodriguez. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Madsen came on, provided the assists for the corners as well. So unbelievable. We then beat Brighton 4-3 with, again, late goals. We were 2-0 down after 5 minutes. Kalpa got one back. Then we got Silvera back. We were level. Then Brighton went ahead again before the half, but then Kalpa equalised it up. And then a late winner from Nunez off the bench because Silvera got injured. We brought Nunez off the bench. And a very, very late winner from Nunez. Madsen had another good game, but Kalpa with 2 goals is seemingly turning into the striker I thought he'd be. 4 goals in 6. Very, very good. So overall, we're doing really well actually in the Prem after our initial sort of tough go of it. We are well clear of relegation, 7 points clear of it already, up in 7th, so long may it continue. Thankfully, we've played probably a few of the easier sides in this little run in against Forest and Brighton, but I'll be honest, we were very lucky in both games to win. So I think we are in a bit of a false position. We're probably a bit too high up, and I'm sure after games against City and Chelsea, Liverpool, etc., that'll start to go back. But yeah, we'll go play West Ham again off camera. But I wanted to bring you back now to let you know that there is potentially a TYCOON takeover on the cards, and with the embargo in place, I assume that means it's legit. That there really is a TYCOON on the cards. I don't know where I see the owners and things like that, because that's what I really want to look at is the owner, to see where is the owner. Where's the owner stuff? I just want the owner to see where. Yeah, I don't know where the owner stuff is. I want to see who owns the club. Be under facility? No, not facilities. About club? No, I've already went on this. All right, well, it doesn't matter. But yeah, there could be a TYCOON takeover, which would be absolutely huge if it was to come off. Maybe it's on the board. Not sure. At club since 83-90. I think that's probably the amount of days we've had Radford in as chairman. But yeah, it's very, very possible that there is a TYCOON takeover. So, I mean, we don't really need it. We're doing really well. We're in the title race, no, we're not. But yeah, I mean, I just wanted to come back and let you know. So we'll go play West Ham off camera and we'll let you know. I mean, we've got a long wait, actually. I didn't realise how long the gap is. We've got a huge gap, I assume, due to international. So we'll actually probably have to put a friendly in or something before then, just to make sure we're fit. When do we play? 15th of October. So we'll chuck something in the Saturday before. We'll go a decent reputation team, just so it's nothing too easy. Let's just pick them. But yeah, very crazy stuff. So yeah, we've got a big gap now, but we will play West Ham and we'll let you know if anything else happens with this takeover. Well, we've just had a news update and it seems that talks for the takeover are progressing. It seems to be on track. Talks between the chairperson and Spanish business tycoon. I mean, this has got to be a TYCOON takeover. Are said to be progressing well. They're no nearer to finalising the takeover. Report that the fans of the side keep your fingers crossed that soon will be reached. I didn't read that well at all. They're reporting that the fans of Mansfield are keeping their fingers crossed that a deal will be soon be reached. So yeah, it's still going on. Obviously, we just kind of click and continue, but it's looking promising. So hopefully, it's happened. It has happened. The board takeover has happened. Oh my God. Let's click through it. Oh, Kalpa won Premier League Player of the Month. Well, first of all, we'll just say well done to him. Well done, Kalpa. Oh, I've won Manager of the Month as well. Have that, Pep, if he's even there. Oh my God. Mansfield, count the money. Talks are progressing for a potential board takeover. Things maybe never be the same again at the One Call Stadium after Spanish investor Francisco Sanz successfully completed a takeover of the Premier League club. He has promised that he'll stop at nothing to ensure that Mansfield Town become one of the greatest forces in domestic and continental football. Thank you for your patience during the recent ownership upheaval and takeover discussions. I intend to invest some $47.5 million into the club and a new transfer budget has been calculated. As a result of this investment, we now expect the team to avoid relegation from the Premier League this season. So he's come in, he's made the market and putting money in the club but we have to stay up. We must be a Premier League club now. So the board before were like, we'll give you the money. They gave us a decent budget. It was like 30 million, and they made more available. But it was, if you go back down, so be it. But these lads have come in and said that's not what's happening. So we need to be within the wage budget and avoid relegation. Well, thankfully, we are on course to do that. The transfer embargo's been lifted and more money's been made available. So it's not that crazy. I mean, he's come in, but is it a TYCOON takeover or not? It seems like it's a TYCOON takeover, but it doesn't feel like a TYCOON takeover. That's not crazy money. Do you know what I mean? Like, yes, it's a big increase, which is great. He's put a lot of money in the club. Well, sponsorships obviously haven't changed. So all the debt's been cleared. So obviously we've still got our transfer debt, but all the debt's been cleared as part of the takeover. Where has he put money? Is it just... Yeah, it's just put 55 million into the coffers to run the club. Well, we're actually running it quite well at the minute, so we didn't really need the money. We were actually making money month on month just from the TV money. Our wage wasn't over... egging the thing. So we've obviously still got stuff happening here as well. So we've got the expanded stadium, blah, blah, blah. Well, if we're in the money, I'm going to ask for a new contract again and hopefully get more money. I'll ask for the youth recruitment to be improved as well. Yeah, I guess we just keep asking for everything. This could be a forever club. How do I see... I want to see the board. Oh, here we go. New boys are in. Sansa's in. We've got a new Japanese director. Oh my God, it's like the UN. We've got everyone from everywhere. We've got a Japanese director, a Spanish director, a Guinean director, Slovenian director, another Spanish one, and Lee Lim, our English contingent. Wow. Well, there you go. Well, we've got new money. And that's actually without the transfers we've already made. So we've actually got 31 million to spend in January to try and keep the club up. But I think we'll probably be fine anyway. But that's unbelievable. That is really good. And obviously we've got a lot more money in wage now. I mean, how do I see the club history? Right, I'm going to see if I can find that. But I'm sure there's a way to see, like, club history to see... like if the takeover was a TYCOON or not. But anyway, I'll go find that and hopefully we can find out whether it is a TYCOON takeover or not. Right, I've found it. It is indeed a TYCOON takeover. You've got to go to club history and landmarks. We've had a TYCOON takeover. We are in the money. Mansfield, this could be our forever club. The goal is to win the Champions League of the series. This could be our forever club. We've got a TYCOON takeover. Why would we leave? Oh, we're only leaving now if one of the big four really. If it's like a City or Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, maybe Man United. Yeah, it has to be one of the big clubs now. Even something like Spurs, Newcastle wouldn't tie me away. Oh my God, we've had a TYCOON takeover. Well, it's unbelievable stuff. It's unbelievable stuff. You love to see it. You absolutely love to see it. Wow. There we go. TYCOON takeover. Done. Right, let's go play the 2 games of the episode. We'll obviously keep progressing. We'll get West Ham out of the way. And we'll come back for... To be honest, we've yapped a lot. Let's just do the City game. Let's just do one game because we've done so much with this takeover. So we'll do West Ham and Palace off camera and we'll come back for City. So I've actually decided we'll play the West Ham game instead of the City one because we don't want to go too far ahead when it's our first season in the Prem. So we'll play West Ham and then next episode will be a big doubleheader with Chelsea-Liverpool. But we have actually made one more signing as well. If we go to the transfers, we are still trying to get this guy Bustos, but we're still going to get a work permit. But we will be welcoming back Molina to the club. Everyone who remembers Molina was very, very good for us in his half season on loan in the Championship. He obviously went back to Boca because we weren't playing him as a cam, all that sort of stuff. But he was very good for us in the deep Lion roll. This probably doesn't do it justice. He was very good for us in that early part of the season. Well, we've signed him. He is shown as a wonder kid as well, so he's going to come back to the club to be one of our new DMs. He is a 20-year-old Argentinian wonder kid. We're paying 13.25 million in total, but 9 million up front, which puts our budget down to 20 million with 375 per wage in the coffers. But yeah, we're doing very, very well. I'm actually just going to put a little bit of this into scouting budget just to make sure that we've got a plenty budget to scout with, and then I guess we'll put a little bit of the wage back into transfer budget as well. But yeah, there we go. So it's all looking up. We've got lots of players joining us in January. Obviously, that means we'll probably have to move more on. I think the loans going back will probably be something that happens. We obviously still probably need to move on a few of these now. It's one thing we do need to keep in mind is we need to keep the English boys around, but people who but it's like Reggie Walsh probably isn't good enough now. But we obviously can't have no English players, but we are getting very close. I don't think we're too close to our registration being maxed out. No, I mean, we've got plenty of spaces. We only need one more homegrown player because Carter that was on loan is also homegrown. So realistically, we need... I mean, the under-21s are fine. I guess we're probably signing most of the under-21s anyway, so hopefully that's okay. If we keep getting young players, 20 or younger, on the 1st of Jan 2023, so we don't need to, sign... Yeah, I think, as long as we keep going for young players, obviously I think we need to move a couple on, but people like Walsh and stuff, they will be homegrown, won't they? So it does take that number down, but we've got plenty spaces, so realistically we can get another... I mean, we can have 24 players and leave one space. So I think we're okay. I think the 4 that are coming in, none of them will be homegrown. I don't think Molina's going to count. So, yeah, but he might count as an under-21. So it's going to be interesting. I don't know about him, whether he'll be under-21. He won't be. If he comes in, he won't be. So we'll figure it out. We'll obviously cross that bridge as we come to it. But yeah, but we have got one game today. It isn't just admin stuff. We are playing West Ham, so we'll show the West Ham game. And this is the team we're going with. We've got Neira back in goal after his little injury. Back four of Pedrosa, Bandakar, Juric, and Malacia. Alvareng and Rodriguez in midfield. Madsen on the right, Nicolosi on the left, and then Kalpa and Silvera up top. Speaking of Kalpa, now we've actually got a better squad around. I think it would be high time to go back in, offering him a big wage increase and try and get this release clause gone, or at the very least get the release clause lowered. He needs the squad to be significantly improved. Well, okay, well, at the very least, we may lose him, which is a shame, because 18 million for him would be an absolute steal if someone picked that up in January, and that would be a big, big loss. Well, I guess we'll go through, we'll take a look, because I think there'll be other lads with release clauses, but honestly, some of them have massive release clauses, 83 million, so it's not even worth changing them, is it, because they're such big release clauses. So we'll just come to the release clause stuff if it happens. To be honest, I'm sure we'll be able to replace players. But yeah, Kalpa's definitely one. With it being 18 million, it does worry me. But we are playing West Ham for the one game of today. We usually play 2, but with all the stuff happening off camera, we wanted to really focus on that. The TYCOON takeover is huge for the club. It's huge for the series as well, because it does mean this could be potentially our last club. Usually we get a lot more than 3 clubs in a journeyman, but I've never had a TYCOON takeover. This is the very first TYCOON takeover I've ever had, and I'm very, very excited about it. So I'm wondering how much money we're actually going to get put into the club. How rich is this man? We're 1-0 down after 30 seconds. This is not the start the new owner's going to want. The new owner's going to be looking at me after giving me all this money and seeing we're 1-0 down after 30 seconds, and we don't know what this owner's going to be like. We knew what the other owner was like, because I'd been with him and I'd always had success. I don't know how trigger happy this new owner's going to be. He might want to get a big new manager in for his big new club. But so we need to make sure, and we obviously need to make sure, it's so close to getting an equaliser. That's a penalty. That was a penalty. Kalpa was definitely brought down. That was nonsense. We do need to make sure we stay up this year now, though. Originally, it was attempt to avoid, but now the new owner's in. He's got bigger expectations. He's putting money into the club. He expects it to be a Premier League club. And that's a good clearance from Bandakar using that 19 jump and reach. But yeah, I mean, we have to stay up now, and getting results against teams like West Ham is going to be vital. Obviously not a terrible side, but a side we do look at as one we could definitely take points off. But we've conceded pretty much goals every game. There's only the Forest game we kept a clean sheet, so conceding doesn't worry me. We just need to make sure we're scoring. And we've actually had plenty of chances looking at the stats, but we haven't really seen anything in the highlights yet. So hopefully we do start to take these chances. But yeah, we are sticking with the tactic. It's working. I know we've been probably lucky in some of the results, to be honest, especially Spurs and Brighton. We were very lucky to win those. To be fair, actually, before, in the same highlight that was the Brighton winner, Bandakar actually cleared a chance off the line. That's poor from the goalkeeper. It's straight at him. I know he's just come back from injury, but it was straight at him. Oh, we've got a VAR check. We've had a VAR check. It's been disallowed anyway. That's why he let it in. He didn't need to save it. Well done, Neira. Didn't need to save it. Yeah, VAR check. Goal disallowed. So it is still only the one. But we need to get into gear a bit here. We need to get ourselves an equaliser because the game could very quickly get away from us here. But yeah, I mean, I look at the squad now and I think what takes us to the next level. I think the goalkeeper is honestly good enough. Nicolosi on the left-hand side. Oh, it's a good save from the West Ham goalkeeper. Still 1-0. But I do think probably, I mean, Malassi is like 34, 35 now, so probably a replacement for him. Probably a better centre-back instead of Bandakar. The right back I'm happy enough with. Juric obviously is got potential to get better, so I'm happy enough with him for now. So I'm happy with the right back and the other centre half. I think left back, centre back, and maybe, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't. We are looking at another right back because we don't have another right back. Oh, it's 2-0. I think it might be off again. The linesman's got his flag up. Can we get another VAR check? VAR's going to be on our side today. I think midfield's fine. I think Alvarez and Rodriguez are both good. It's been disallowed again. Still only the one. I think a really top quality striker next to Kalpa would be good. Silvera's been okay. He's been decent, but not as good as Kalpa. And maybe really good wingers. But honestly, we've got a lot of young players with potential, so giving them game time is going to be vital. But I do think we've got the makings of a good squad. I think we just need to tighten up the defence, I think, is the main thing. And maybe get some better wingers and some better strikers. But realistically, we'll just take it a position at a time. If we find a player who improves us, oh, that's terrible defending from us. Oh, it's terrible defending from us. Amari Hutchinson makes it 2-0. The new owners, he's not going to like this. I've got a feeling about him. I've got a feeling he's going to put money in, but he's going to be harsh. We've been the better side as well. We've just conceded every chance they've got. And we are not scoring today. We've been really poor in front of goal. Juric with the ball at the back. Plays it to Bandakar. We could do with a highlight. We could do with a goal before half-time just to get the spirits back. But we have been the late show very recently. That's so poor. That's so poor. We look leggy today. I think the big break's not done as well. I think there's maybe a couple players who aren't match fit because the big break is not done as well. We're 3-0 down to the West Ham team that aren't that good, I don't think. I don't remember seeing them near the top end of the season preview. We really let ourselves down today. But I think it's just been all very clinical from them and very, very poor from us. And Phillipson, the backup goalkeeper who came in, and yeah, he conceded 3 against Spurs and was it 2 against Spurs, 3 against Brighton? He's going to feel a little bit hard done to that he's lost his place because Neira's coming. He's not really made a save. So I do think Neira's the better goalkeeper though. So, and I think he's got potential. So we'll stick with it for now. But yeah, it's not been as good as what we've been off camera. We're going to bring Lacey on the left. We'll bring. I thought we were going to bring Nunez on, but I think he actually has a knock. So I guess we won't bring him on. Yeah, we'll bring Sano on as well on the right, try and improve the wingers. Alvareng's not having a great game either, so we'll bring Carbali on. And we'll leave it there for now. 30 minutes to go. Hopefully the wingers can start to get something going because we've, like I said, we've had plenty of chances. We've just not really converted them. I think, to be honest, we'll probably try to move on a lot of those signings we've made that are just kind of sitting on the bench. I think, unfortunately, Mahika's time at the club has definitely ran its course. I think Marco Mahoney's probably not good enough. We signed him as a free, did really well in the Championship, but I think we just got a lot of good strikers. We just happened to sign a lot of other good strikers, to be fair. So he kind of just fell down the pecking order and To be honest, I think he just probably won't be involved in the Premier League. He's probably not Premier League quality. It's a decent enough clearance, and Kalper's done well to pick it up, and he is on his own, but he has got a potential switch on if he can find it. Still going, Kalper. I mean, look how many numbers they get back. That was the end of the highlight. Nothing even happened. Nothing even happened. Well, we'll give Mahoney a chance. We'll bring him on for Silvera. And I guess we'll bring Rodriguez off as well for Reggie Walsh. Need to get him a bit more game time in the league as well. I think that's all of our subs, so we'll leave it there for the last 20. But this has definitely been poor from us, considering, like I say, how good the results have been recently. But I did warn you that those results have probably been skewed by some very, very lucky games, and we are 4-0 down. Elliot Anderson puts it in the back of the net. I think there's potential for an offside. I mean, if all of these offsides had actually been onside, we'd be losing about 7-0. No, the goal's been awarded. It is 4-0. VAR not coming to the rescue this time. We have been massively outplayed. How Bandicar's on a 7.0, I don't know. The goalkeeper's had a mare. He's had an absolute honker, which is not great. He isn't match fit, though. He is just coming back from injury, so hopefully it's just a one-off. But yeah, this is particularly poor from us. And we've not scored, which is the worrying thing, because we have been scoring goals. Kalper and the like have definitely been pretty good in front of goal, and not what the new owner will have wanted. We've got the TYCOON. We just seem a little bit we just seem very inconsistent, where we're getting really... I mean, beating Forest 4-0 was great. To be honest, the Everton draw was a good result as well. Spurs and Brighton, we were just very lucky that they kind of dropped off and allowed us to get goals back, to be honest. But West Ham have been very clinical today, and clearly their goalkeeper is a level above ours, because they have stopped everything. That's a good ball over the top. He must be offside, Mahoney. Oh, Mahoney scores. He had to be offside. It was a good ball over the top from Sano, who's maybe saying he should be in the goal, but it has been disallowed. He looked a mile offside. It was a good finish, to be fair, but he went way too early. So it does remain 4-0. But yeah, good ball from Sano. Maybe he should be playing over Madsen. But other than that, the subs really made no difference. And we have lost 4-0, which isn't great. Puts us down to 10th. But we are still 7 points clear of the bottom 3. That's all we have to do this season. We were really poor there. Hopefully it doesn't affect us too much, because we do have to go away to Palace next. Or we play Palace next anyway. I don't know if it's away. And that is obviously a big relegation scrap. Obviously, we don't look anywhere close to a relegation fight at the minute. But we've had, like I say, I think some of these results have been a little bit fortunate. We went on a nice little 3-winning streak, but back to reality with a 4-0 loss to West Ham. Not ideal, but there you go. So we'll leave it there for now. Like I say, we play Palace next, so hopefully we can get a result there. But yeah, what we'll do is we'll play Palace, City, Sunderland and Birmingham all off camera, and we'll come back for potentially another 2 stompings. Chelsea and Liverpool. Chelsea at home at the one call, and then away at Anfield for the Liverpool fixtures. 2 massive fixtures. Hopefully we don't get spanked too hard off City, but we've definitely got some very winnable games in between these games as well. So hopefully when you come back, we will have picked up more points. I think the goal, obviously, around 40 points keeps you up. So we've done maybe a quarter of the way there. So we're okay, I think, at the minute. And thankfully, some of those wins, we've turned some of those draws into wins. But yeah, that's going to do it for now. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all for more very soon.